a Bagsmart camera backpack slash luggage slash bag slash whatever. I purchased it from Amazon and a smoking deal of 50% off, so I paid $65 for this thing. And this is sort of a first walk around. I'm pretty impressed with it. I think it will serve my needs quite well. I'm trying to do this while holding the camera with one hand and manipulating the bag with the other, so bear with me here. It has a nifty pouch here in the front, a couple of holders here, and a what they might call generous storage down there. There's a similar one here, little pouch there. On the side, on both sides, I've got a travel tripod put in there. You certainly would not want to put a tripod in this and carry it onto an airplane. But if you're using it as a backpack out in the field, I think it would work quite admirably. There's two of them, identical on each side. The other one can be used for a water bottle. Right size water bottle is a popular thing to put there. And there's an optional strap that you can use, like I did on the other side, to strap things in place. Now, how about using it for a monopod, which frankly I would be more likely to use this in that manner. I'm out in the field. I'm probably not going to carry a tripod. Probably going to carry a monopod, if anything. That strap does strap it down pretty nicely. This particular monopod sticks up pretty high. I don't know how that works when you're using it as a backpack, if your head's going to hit it or not. I don't know. I removed both the tripod and the monopod to make manipulation of this thing easier. Turn it around to the back side, and you'll find another zipper. And inside this, you will find a very nice T-handle. Let me back up so you can see this in all its glory. For towing it around in the airport, because it does have wheels on it. It's not a spinner, but it's a roller. Here is the back of the bag with the backpack accoutrements. You lift this and you can see the top of the straps here, and you can just pull those bad boys out of there. And the detail with this, you lay it down here, right under here on each side. There's a clip, and you snap that on, and you can adjust this. I'm going to have to put the camera down to do this for a second. Hang on. And there we are. It's fully adjustable with these buckles right here. And then an interesting feature is there's another Velcro flap here. You pull that out, and it has what they call a dust cover with Velcro on it. You can take that, stretch it down, and Velcro it, and cover the wheels up. They call it a dust cover. I'm not sure what that's really for, what use that is, but there it is. And while we're talking about covers, drum roll please, they also include a waterproof cover. You can see here there's holes in it so the backpack straps can go through it. It would take a minute or so to get it on. I guess if you're going to be caught in a rainstorm, it's a good thing to have. It doesn't take up any room whatsoever inside the bag, so just carry it along, and day comes when you need it, there it is. A bit of trivia: if you look at the backpack straps, the left hand one has a D-ring right there and the right one doesn't. I haven't a clue as to why. What that D-ring's there for, just to hang something off of, or whether it has some other function, I don't know. You stow it back in there. I think it's a good idea to tuck these in like that. before securing it with the Velcro. One other thing I did forget to note, on the front, besides these compartments, and they have not illustrated that one either, there's these stretchy holders here. I am not sure what you might use those for. Maybe some kind of tripod legs or something, but they're there. Magazines for a 1911 pistol. They'd fit that very nicely, actually. And going inside the bag, I preloaded it before this video. Aha! I forgot about this. This is one little gotcha. If you have the side straps for tripod at all buckled, you gotta unbuckle them before you can open the bag. Zippers seem to be of very good quality. They can clip together. They've got a little built-in carabiner type arrangement on it here. They can be clipped together or locked together for security and safety. I guess you could put a little something underneath that. I think it's just more for ornamentation than anything else. But opening the bag, first off, it's a little crowded under this thing, but that's okay. You have another Velcro flap, and under that is a laptop compartment, and I have my faithful Hewlett-Packard laptop from 2010. Back in here, there's two more zippered pouches. They're pretty shallow, but they're there. Then this is where this bag starts to get unique. It has this mesh covering here, which is kind of nice. I think it's kind of nice. Jury's still out in my mind as to whether I like it or whether it's just a nuisance. But it would help secure things. You flip it open, and here is what I put in it. I have a Sony SLT 57 with a Tamron 28-300 lens. A second body, which is an Alpha 100 with a Sigma 1735. I carry this lens just about everywhere. I probably use it more than any other because it's wide angle, but because this is an APS-C camera, I lost a lot of my wide angle capability from what I had in the film days, but I reclaimed it because here is a Sony 1118 ultra wide angle lens. And what I did here, this one has quite the large lens hood on it, and rather than stash it on there, it was a little bit wide. I didn't like it up against the side here. I just sort of tucked it in here. I think that's a safer place for it in case the thing gets hit on the side. And then elsewhere I have my flash. This is a lens I wouldn't necessarily take all the time, but it's a lot of fun. It's a 4.5mm full circular fisheye. It takes a lot of fun pictures. Back on the other side, if I want some reach, I've got a 500mm Cadiotropic, otherwise known as a mirror lens. In this particular loadout, I put in my extension tubes for close-ups. Frankly, traveling, I probably wouldn't bring these. I have my 3570, it's called the little beer can lens. I could put that in there. I could put a 50mm lens in. I have a 2x teleconverter I could put in there. I've got several other lenses that could ride in here. I've got a 100mm soft focus lens coming. I'm not quite sure how big it is, but that's probably not something I would carry either on a regular basis. Just use that at home. But in any event, this thing holds pretty much everything I would want to take. And there's still room over here. 2 more pouches. You can put the batteries and filters and that kind of thing in there, the chargers, the brick for the laptop, that kind of thing. And last but not least is a feature that's pretty unique among camera bags like this. Yes, camera carrying caddy is separate. And this can revert to just a standard carry-on bag. Put clothes in it, whatever. Another thing is, if you feel the need, you can use that built-in strap, which is fully adjustable, to strap this down in place. In addition to providing all of these dividers, which are completely configurable, which is typical for this type of bag. It also includes exactly one of these, a little piece of stretchy strap with Velcro on it, that you're supposed to be able to do something like this with it. Stretch it across like that. I'm not convinced that that does anything, but there it is. I'm shooting this with a Sony ZV-1 camcorder, which, if you're familiar with it, is a little tiny thing, and I can put it in here with all this equipment. It could sit on top of the flash unit or tuck in one of the pouches somewhere, or just about anything. Very versatile bag. I think it would work well for anyone who doesn't need to carry more stuff than I do. It will fit under an airline seat, which is a big plus for me, because I like to put my carry-on under the seat in front of me so that I can get off the airplane and not wait for all the people unloading overseas bags out of those darn overhead bins, which I wish they would do away with. And afterward, I've emptied the bag out now. About the only feature this bag lacks that I wish it had, some of them will have a little hatchway right in here so that you can access the camera that's stored in the top of it very quickly. But that would be rather hard to do with the double wall there. You'd have to have 2 hatches. It would become unusable, too much of a nuisance. And that's about the only thing this bag lacks that I kind of wish it had, but I'll live without it, especially for the price. I don't want to pay $300, $400, $500 for a darn camera bag. That's just highway robbery. So there it is. I'm pretty pleased with it. And a production note, I don't think I'm going to make videos like this one anymore. This is the first time I've ever done a run and gun video, holding the camera in one hand and doing things with the other. Watching it, it looks like it was made on a stupid smartphone, and that's an insult to good video anywhere. So next time it will be a tripod again. But it was an interesting learning experience. Goddess bless.